All right, we're going to talk technology because today's technology, we are actually recording you on an iPad, which is a thing of today and of the future. When we look back, before telephones, before electricity, you are a water finder. What do you call that when you take your stick and find water? What do you call that? A water locator?
When you do your with the
Oh,
stick and
oh,
find water,
oh.
what do you call
Yeah.
it?
Whenever you, I can't even think of it, take a stick and a peach tree and find water, diviner.
Diviner. Yes, yes. Now that's the way the world used to be.
Right.
Do we think it was a better world then?
You
I
better
think so.
believe.
You better believe it. Yeah.
I can tell you the reason why we're in the shape we're in.
Tell me.
Because they've got away from God.
Absolutely.
They don't put God first. If you want to know something, you ask God, and it will work. That's the reason why marriages don't work. That's the reason why children don't mind everything. You had to, you had to do everything that God said to do, to live, to be, do the right thing. If you didn't, that's the reason why we're run to death with all, in my opinion, and I've been shown that. I know it to be true.
Right.
If you don't put him first and ask him when you get up out of bed in the morning, when your feet hits the floor, you continue praying. Ask him to lead you through that day. And his guardian angel will take care of you that day if you've been saved. Every man, woman, boy, girl that has the breath of life in has got a soul. And it's so important that they put him first. See, that's the reason why I hate these things so much, because, see, visitation is a thing of the past. I don't even know who my next door neighbor is. And they don't want you over there. Most of them is foreigners from somewhere else, moved in here. Their culture is on. This country is going to be overrun by a foreign country, and they're not going to fire a shot to do it. God has showed me that. And you know why? Because we get weaker every year. They do not know what their kids are doing. They don't know what they're on this phone, what's being seen, what's talking about. Their morals is zero. They have no morals no more. That is the reason why that God has sent this on. Leprosy was the first disease that was put on man. God has never took it away from him. All these diseases through the years, has been that's put on a man. He's given him a remedy to help it. Everything I've seen, they say leprosy is still going on today, but they've got a remedy for it. Now it was most feared back in Jesus' time. Now look at what's happening. Okay, different ones all through these years, scenarios, these storms, these tornadoes and everything. People said, well, hey, he don't do it. God is a merciful God. He ain't going to do no such. Don't tell me he won't let the devil of this world, the prince of this world, who is he? He is the devil. When we do our shopping, when do we go and eat out? Most of the time it's on the Sabbath day. He's not pleased with no such thing. Mama done her cooking on Saturday, got it ready, covered it up with a cloth. We didn't have refrigeration. Hey, all of that was done through the years. And you didn't have the problems. You had 100-fold, 90 to 100-fold of all your vegetables each year. You didn't have to go out there and poison them and do all of those things. You didn't have these chemicals going in there killing people today. all of this, now the diphtheria and all of these different types of diseases that's come through years, have they took it away? It's still there, but they inoculate the kids now for all of this different thing. He's given them a remedy to help it.
Mm-hmm.
The storms, the tornadoes, they've tried to change them. They even put planes up there and so on and so forth. Why? Because he's telling them. New Orleans was destroyed by, you see what happened a few years ago. We know exactly what took place. Mm-hmm. God has not took it away, and he's not going to take it away, because every generation is getting more weaker, and them kids are sitting there and they can't even make change. They can't even change money when it comes down there to buying. You better not go down there and go and get you a hamburger and give them. They say it'd be so much, and they got so much change. If they couldn't put it in the computer, I was born and raised at a time when we had general stores and they had to wind it out on tapes.
Right.
The tax is figured. Everything is figured. It's reordered on figures. Everything is done, and the kids now sit just as quick as they get home, and all they do is sit and I'm not so much opposed to these, but I'm opposed to what it's doing to America. It's sending us to hell. Every generation is more weaker as it goes along. And
He's dead on. There's
that
not
is-
an argument we could ever have about that.
That is my opinion.
That's and that's the truth. And there's so many people who stand with you and agree with everything you're saying. The problem is we have to get them together, because it takes numbers to get us back on that straight road, and we can do it. But man, it's been tough, because I think we're taking the easy route. There's no common sense anymore. Nobody has any common sense. I handed a girl at Ingles the right money with a little bit of change one day, and she said, "Oh, I can't do that." I said, "What?" And I had to tell her how to give me my change. And I thought, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? But yeah, we need more of you in the world. We need more of you. And what can we do to help these kids?
Well, the only way they can do is to turn back to God and ask him what to do next and first in their lives and so on and so forth. That's the reason why if people, and I was shown exactly, a good lady told me, and I'll tell you just a scenario about her. She come to me and she said, "Jay," said, have you been saved, didn't you?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, I want you to promise me something." I said, "Lord mercy, what's that?" She said, I want you to pray and ask God the right one to choose for your mate. I said, "You're getting the age now, you're going to start going with a girl." I said, I thought to myself, it's none of her business or God's business. I want to marry the most popular, the most sexiest looking gal they are in the country. But that's not important. That's not what God wants you to do. He's got a mate for you if that's the way he wants it done. So you got to ask him. I went ahead and I promised her, and she told me, said, "You pray." And I never did have no problem with it. I was going to a girl, and I got pretty serious with her. And I thought she did. Well, I went with her about 4 years. And it come up to the situation that I was going, I went to high school, and I didn't take a lot of bookkeeping, ledger work, and typing and stuff like that in high school. We ordinarily didn't go to college that much anymore, no. But I wanted to go to Massey Business College. That's the one I could go to at night, and it helped me a lot. So I went to LJ. It was the closest place I could find. That when I got off from work, my regular job, I went to LJ, and Mama would fix me a snack to have to eat, and then I'd go on up there and I'd go to LJ and go to school. And so I was, started home. And it got to bury me, that woman. It's, like I say, I was going to this girl, and so I said, what am I going to do? And he reminded me of what I promised that woman. My neighbor, she was a real sweet, good person. She knew the Lord. She knew what to do. And so, anyway, I started. I got around Talking Rock up here above Jasper, and I started praying. I said, Lord, just help me. Just show me the right one. And I left this world. I did not know when I come through Jasper. I didn't know anything of any sort. I knew when I turned off over here on Highway 5, where Mom and Daddy lived. And so he told me exactly one day. And I went ahead, and I said, well, if that's the right one, that's what I'm gonna do. So I went ahead and we made arrangements and married, and it worked. 59 years.
59 years. So taking God's advice was certainly the right advice to take, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.